should probably label the stream the correct title. Just like that. All right. Alright. Hey mate. I've been liking your Star Wars MOCs lately. Those are pretty legit. I like what you've been doing with the kind of the smaller scale ones. But they're still like hyper detailed, is a good way to put it. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do a 5. God. I am working on the M1014 from Rainbow Six Siege. As of right now, it's looking pretty good. We're getting a little complicated right around the mag tube area, because the mag tube actually has shells loaded into it. 8 right now. So a lot of what we're doing now is working on trying to get that situated away. So kind of how I've been doing that, and the kind of like the detail that we're trying to put into it is going to be done using basically what I'm doing now. We're using really complex methods to switch studs on their sides and stuff like that. And because of that, it gets a little complicated. So for like this to work the way that I want it to, we're having to do it in increments that are different than what I wanted to do them in. Like, see this, this doesn't work right there. A few of them. Let's see, I'll grab that one's on a stand. I don't want to grab that one. There's really nothing easy around here to grab. We'll grab the scar. Yeah, let's see, we got this is an older version, but this is basically the same scar receiver that I've used on everything, and the same barrel type as well. This has a new bolt in it though. This is a basically entirely Technic built bolt, so that this is like a super smooth bolt no matter what, because the Technic tolerances are different than the normal Lego tolerances, and because they are different, it's super smooth. I don't plan on making this one. This is a lot of pieces. We're already up to 937. And it would require a whole bunch of these, and these are the older style hinges that I don't think are really produced anymore by Lego, and because of that, we're entering some expensive territories. I think it could. They're not overly too hard to build. Hey Spencer. Nothing much really. Continuing on the M1014 from Rainbow Six Siege. I've basically accepted at this point that the gas tube isn't going to look the way that I want it to. This gap right here is just going to have to be there. That's a fault in the design that I'm using. Hey mate. Um, since we've already done the attacker for the FBI, we've already done Ash's loadout and completed it. The next one after this would be Thermite's loadout, which means he's got 4 different guns: the 5.7, 1911, the M1014, and the SIG 5.56. So if we stick to that trend, the next gun after this would have to be Thermite's SIG 5.56. I think that's about as good as we're going to get to keep the ability to load magazine. Yep, we have a good UMP 45 made from the Modern Warfare 2 section of weapons, which means we really shouldn't have to remake it. So the UMP45 is already here, and both defenders only have the UMP45, the M1014, and then their variety of pistols, the 5.7 1911. So we're technically already done with all of the defenders stuff. So we're technically already done with the defender stuff the second we finish this. So we won't have to continue the defenders after this. So this is going to be attached using a method that I've done before, where we stagger these, just offset by one stud. I've done this on a couple other guns that needed rail systems, but I only had a couple spaces that could go. The UMP45 will need some slight modifications, but it's not going to need too many. The modifications that will be added to it are probably more or less for just making sure that it looks more in tune with the one presented in game, and to also give it some slight visual updates using different techniques that I have developed in the time between now and then. I think that was built 2 years ago at this point, I think. So, boom. That rail system is now on that. Though it really shouldn't be used. Shouldn't have to be used, I should say. Should be we'll just leave it as it is, like so. Just like that. Now, save as. So that should be that. While we're at it, let's see if we can. If it would load faster, it would be appreciated. SMGs, H&K, UMP45, 1, download. Open. Oh, that's where the Uzi went. I was looking for that. I thought that I thought that one got deleted. So it's nice to see that it did not. So this is the UMP45 that we have available. It's pretty much done. This is probably one of the best guns that I've ever built. This uses a method that Christopher Hutman taught me for the magwell. This is a 5-stud wide magwell to fit a 3-stud wide magazine. This is a 3-stud wide grip with plates on it, just for the added detail. 2-stud wide trigger guard made with brackets, connects in 2 different places. Trigger is that. We can update this. This is actually a method that Dean taught me but this can be updated because of new Lego pieces that have come out since then. The button is a mechanism that Caro used for his stocks. Pretty basic iron sights and stuff. But yeah, so this is pretty much what we have for the UMP45. Like I said, just a few minor changes here and there, and then we basically have a done and dusted UMP45. Oh yeah, 3-stud wide stock. The whole body itself is 5 studs, and then it transitions to a 4-stud top instead of a 3-stud wide top. So that's what we got for the UMP45. I'll be removing this bottom plate thing because I think that's what throws off the main look for the whole thing. But other than that, we're pretty much done with the UMP45 in its context. This back on up and go ahead and color this. The yellow back here is going to be replaced with the black, like so. The bolt should be a lighter gray. We'll go with darker gray, actually. I think that works. And then the rail systems will be a metallic. We'll just recolor the sights as needed. All right. Green, green, and green. Boom, 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 boom. That is that. Oh, yeah, and then the feed ramp down here. What color is this? A really light silver. Like so. And I think make this black through there. Like so. Can I what's my preferences at? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No. No, no. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. I thought you could maybe hide the lines down here on bottom so I could see easier, but you can't. So this is what we got, which is fine. 5 is the, apparently not. Really, I can't use the number pad. Unlock, maybe. There we go. Got it. All right. So I'll save as managed. Nothing much, Caro. I'm about to go to the bathroom and then I'll be back. Please move. of shorts around here. Just a pair of shorts that I have left. Yes.
He brought his phone in the bathroom. Yes. Conversation. Oh, did he mute it? In some countries. Just heard it.
Just take a finger or something and put it in there.
I don't want to get my hands dirty.
Hey, Abrix. And most shotguns do look the same.
You think that's enough?
Yeah, I think that's plenty, actually. I think you should just kind of wipe it on the plate so that it stops looking like poop.
I'm letting gravity do its job, Phil.
Oh, well, it's not doing it fast enough.
Well, do you see how thick this stuff is?
Yeah, it's cold, so it thickened up.
Hand me a pretzel.
You hand yourself a pretzel.
It's over there and I have short arms.
My fault.
It's not, it's my parents.
Only if you get me a drink.
What do you want?
I don't know.
You want cold?
Whichever one is an official sponsor of the channel.
I don't know what you want to be official. What's the special sponsor today?
I don't know, you tell me.
You tell me.
That's a food sponsor, it's not a drink sponsor. Yes. You better not.
You're cleaning it because it's your mess.
I'm not cleaning it, it's not my mess.
Who spilled the salsa?
I think you did.
Do I eat your mild salsa?
I think it came from your jar, actually.
It's literally right where your jar is.
No, I think it came from
I will
yours.
bring the food.
Can you not? Do you see me right now? I'm doing something.
Yeah, but you tried me.
This is what I live with. Yeah, it came from yours.
Yours is literally in the mess.
Go back. Stop. Go put it back. Sheesh.
Clean your mess.
Go back. The only reason Saiga is different is because Saiga was built on an AK platform. All of the shotguns are basically the same exact thing. Remington model 800s? Let me check. Remington model 870s are the same thing as Mossberg 590s. So they're the same thing. The salsa that I have is mild. She eats mild salsa too. So she's really making fun of herself.
No.
Who had the medium garlic?
You.
That's what I thought.
I had the one with lime in it. You have the normal chunky one.
She's over here all talk.
Don't make me come up there.
And do what?
I'll grab your nose.
With what? Those short arms that your parents gave you?
That hurts. They're both tall. Why am I only 5'4"?
I don't know. AA-12 looks different because it was built for a specific purpose. AA-12s were built to be fully automatic and then have low recoil, so they have a special recoil system inside of them. Most other shotguns don't have special recoil systems inside of them. I know Benelli's has special recoil systems inside of them, particularly the M1014. That's just because they were designing that for the military. Anywho, official drink sponsor is PepsiCo Mountain Dew. Wonderful. Carol called you Mrs. Bates.
She did?
He did, but yes.
Wait, Carol? I thought you said.
No, Caro.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
That's a promise ring.
Get out of here.
What, do you want me to show it off?
No, I
Do you
don't.
want to get?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop. Your hands are freezing. Play your game and be happy.
That's what I was trying to do.
All right. Here we go. We're going to be messing around with some Technic stuff here. And it's not going to be fun. We're going to be entering CUDA levels of stock design. Everyone else knows what it means. It means I'm about to be in some freaking deep shit that I don't want to be inside. No, I'm not hungry. I ate Eggo waffles already. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. You were asleep, as far as I knew. Alright, we're gonna take and delete this. And replace it. I think Cuphead is a game that you're going to despise because it's hard. Dark Souls. Dark Souls.
And I don't like games that make me happy.
Cuphead then.
No, Dark Souls is like, where's my objective? I don't even know what I'm doing.
Cuphead is the same thing.
There's no objective?
No, there is an objective. Your objective is to beat the devil before he takes your damn soul. Complicated methods that I have no idea exactly. I'm going to first design a grip and make it as sturdy as I can. But I don't... that's going to be kind of difficult, to be honest. So we'll see how things go in that amount of time. I'm moving towards a Technic-esque design simply because the more Technic it has, the stronger it's going to be. So add a whole bunch of Technic into it, and eventually you'll get something out of it that works the way that it's supposed to. So we do. Why do I need to? Why? No, I don't. Oh.
And you're gonna hate the alligator.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I haven't even met them yet, and I already know how I'm gonna kill them.
Do you?
Burning slowly.
You burn everything slowly.
No, not everything.
No, literally everything.
I burn them after they die.
You just burn them.
I like to burn them after they die.
Yeah.
What's a way I don't kill them?
What's a way that you don't kill things? Your hidden blade.
I do kill things.
You never kill anything with your hidden blade. Don't even.
I was the first man I actually killed them. usually just balls to the walls, run in and kill everything. But that's stealthy.
That's not how the M1014's stock works. I have held an airsoft 1-to-1 replica of the M1014 before. M1014s have really weird adjustable stocks. You just take the stock and you turn it up 90. Yeah, M1014 stocks are super weird. It's kind of one of those things where I'm not going to enjoy doing it because it's not going to try to do it the way that I want it to do it. So we'll see. I was going to try a 3 stud wide method, but I don't think I can do that with what we have. So we're just going to not do a 3 stud wide method. Yeah, if you have your headphones on, you shouldn't need sounds at all. Too much of an angle. I think that's just slightly too much of an angle. Bring it up. It's right about there.
Artist for kittens. Nightmare is free. I want the struggle and the pain. Oh, when I read it out loud, it makes sense. God said I want the struggle. The wise guy said I want struggle, pain, and the pain.
You dyslexic?
A little bit. I'm pretty sure I am at this point because I've been struggling. At least I wanted to, I was an adult to be dyslexic.
Sure you weren't the less dyslexic back then, and
I
now
might have been struggling.
might have been struggling.
I know I don't like English.
Might have been.
Reading. It hurts my eye.
So we're going to be using upside down plate building techniques here because I want to introduce the little bit of curve that this has. I don't like Cav mains at all because I feel as if she's pretty much overpowered, like in every circumstance that she's ever been in. She just owns anyone and everyone that she ever comes across. What? Divine cats? Yeah. And I already knew that. I told you that the second I did it. Ooh, that does not work. We'll just we'll do that. Yeah, I don't like Cav. Is that her shotgun? Or oh yeah. If I use her M12, but that's simply because I'm never close to anyone to use her her shotgun. I have to, like, I'm usually far away. I'm not good at roaming with her. Yeah, LGB. If I was closer to people, I wouldn't mind using her M12, but like I said, I'm like never ever close enough to people to use that thing. I'm not really trying to add sturdiness so much as I'm just trying to add the visual effect of having these plates, because there is on top and bottom of the stock, there is some slight fat, but there's really not a whole lot of it. So yeah, like I said, this is really just for visual effect. There's really no reason to go all out. Ella ash mains. I don't like ash mains simply because the only thing that they ever seem to do is just rush you, which is really, really annoying. There's really, I don't want to say there's no reason for it, but there's really no skill in just rushing in balls deep and then hitting someone in the face, right? That's something that I find particularly annoying. So that's that. Just hide this, grab this, move it on out of the way. Ella is still overpowered as all get out. So I don't like people who play Ella either. It's just one of those things where the second you're playing it and you're winning and you're destroying people with it, it's super fun. But if you're the one on the receiving end, it's not fun at all. And you just hate everyone now because of it. That's how I feel about a lot of the operators and how they operate. Ash is just, there's a special place in hell for Ash. Her ability overall is too good, is a good way to say it. I think to bounce her, you should Zofia her basically, 2 speed, 2 armor, and then leave it at that. Because then she's less potent. Her potency literally just comes down to the fact that she is able to rush an objective super, super fast, and there's really nothing that you can do on it. I haven't seen much Ella shotgun mains, and the people that I have seen running Ella shotgun mains have all used the suppressor on it, which makes no sense to me at all. If I was going to use a suppressed shotgun, I would basically use and only use the, oh god, what's it called? SAS G12 that Tachanka and Cap can use. What's it called? SAS G12. I had it. If I was going to use a shotgun, I would rather use that shotgun because it's just memes at that point. Plus the FG42. Like I don't play COD World War II, but the FG42, the Sten, you can name a whole bunch of World War II guns that have magazines out the side. I think her Scorpion is better. Unfortunately. The only reason I don't use long barrel, I know that long barrel is like a super, super good attachment. The only reason that I don't use it is simply because I find it so annoying that it changes the gun into having a long barrel, and I don't like it when it does that. It bothers me. Yeah, I think a lot of the game still comes down to your individual skill with each of the people that you're using, and some of them it comes down to just not dying at impromptu times. Like for example, if you want to be good with thermite, don't be the person who gets spawn peeked. And you also, if you want to be good with thermite, you need a Thatcher on your team so Thatcher can get rid of the um, battery boxes that are blocking you from blowing open a hole in the wall. Habana also pairs well with Thatcher for that same reason. A lot of it comes down to using common sense a lot of the times, um, but that's not always true because sometimes you end up with people who do dumb things. Yes, okay, making sure. Glad that's doing what it needs to do. I am decent at the game. There's been a couple moments where I've come in like really clutch things, and then other moments where I just fail in particular, and it's misery all around because people make fun of you so much in this game. It's not even funny. Yeah, so this grip that's about to go on here. I saw a thermite out there charging a barricade thing, got pre-fired. Yeah, like I said, it comes down to you just a lot of the times if you die early on, it's over. Your team is not getting the effect that your operator is having, and if they don't have that effect, they can lose a pretty substantial advantage, which sucks. I use recoil compensators usually in place just because it's easier. Why the long barrel looks weird, the recoil compensator looks better. It also it actually helps with recoil as opposed to like if I'm not spawn peeking in the middle of the round, why would I try to use something that I don't use, I don't need essentially. Can you make a ballistic knife? Nope. I don't particularly care for ballistic knives. Knives in general, I don't care for. LED does not lend itself well to making things like that, and thusly, I don't do it. I use muzzle brake. Muzzle brake was fine. Yeah, I'm in a predicament right about here in terms of designing something. For the sake of connection, I will throw just a 1 in the back here. But other than that, I think that is where we can start the process of turning things on their heads. In a sense, where's the old style hinges? All right, that sticks out. So let's delete that, shove it back on in there. Get in there. Right about there. And we'll see where we get with that. These will probably have to get deleted, which should be fine. We can replace them with these off to the side. 2s fit right there and right there. far off is that? Pretty far off. That is going to be difficult to fix. Not gonna lie. Okay, all right. Let's just we'll just relax. Okay. I think our overall solution is to use a pen through this right here, in general. So yes, fun. Let's add in a stopper plate here to set up the angle for this that we're working with. Too much. Alright, so now this can't fold up any higher than what it is intended to be at, which is good. Okay, yeah, where is this piece? And where is my other color? Dark red? No, light color, cool yellow. I'm gonna stop that there. Stop another one over here. This piece in general can leave. That's actually how long the entire gun is supposed to be. And we are slightly over length for the entirety of the gun, which I don't think is that big of a deal. So it's kind of whatever, to be honest. All right, let's try to marry these gaps together forcefully, like it's the 1900s, the 1800s, 1700s, whenever forced marriages were a thing. All right, let's see how close we are. Are we a stud away, half a stud? What are we at? We are about a stud away, but I think that right there is going to be a problem. So let's just try it for S's and G's. But yeah, I figured that was going to be a problem. Let's drop it using this. See where we get. All right. Not what I wanted. We are going to restart this process entirely from scratch. Did not mean to delete that. Back to our gray. Slap the 3 back on in there. Slap the 2. Oh, that's right, you don't fit. All right. Let's figure this out. I need to flip some things upside down. How am I going to do that? Okay, all right. We got this. It's easy. We just use the old style hinges once more. Throw that on there. Throw that on there. Hopefully that fits where it should. Grab you. Put that here. Good. Put that here. Good. Does that end where it should? It does. We're going to be using these Okay, so slightly more complicated than what we wanted it to be. So we got this. Don't worry, guys. We got this. Put this on here. And this is not going to match entirely, but it was close. So cool. Try our absolute hardest to fit a cheese slope in there. Please, for the love of everything that is the Lego gods, let this fit. Oh, why don't you let me fit? Why? What is life? Why? You see you fit there, but you won't fit anywhere else. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Is a 1x1 even gonna fit? A 1x1 will fit. Or we're gonna have to live with that, unfortunately. All right, so to prevent this from bending, we should put that there to block the hinges. That'll do that. Grab this, put it here. These should match up. Why don't? Oh, I need to go back by just one more on this. Like so. Flip this on around. There we go. Okay. All right. That's that. That sucked, and that sucked a lot. But now we have an even bigger problem, and that bigger problem is figuring out how to do with this stuff here. Because I don't. Wait. We got it. We got it. Put that there. Put that there. One there. We do two more. And then we do one of these. And then this will fit like so. And then we just take and remove that. Oh, not that. Grab these, place it there. Place that there, place that there. Grab a 3, place that there. Grab this, place it here and there. Like so. Because I want it to look better, we'll use these pieces. Like that. And that will give us some slope, but not a lot. So why don't we actually take and reverse these? I will use these up here and then use these down here. And that will look slightly better. Okay. That piece is holding it in. There's a slant on the back, but not all too much. Let's go ahead and cover this off. I'm not working in another color. I just realized that. So that is that kind of block top piece. The rest of that below will be where the grip portion starts. So the problem here is that I am worried about how stable this entire section is. It's going to look absolutely fantastic because you can change the colors around, but I don't think this entire thing is going to be exactly the most stable of things. So for the grip itself, yeah, there's going to be some back building. This I want to stay. I want grab a lighter color. 1, 3, 3 like this. This has a very weird shape to it. It kind of comes back like that, and then on the other side, let's grab this, place that there. The other side. Work, damn it. Place that there and there. See you later, Lego Master. Have fun playing CSGO. Though I don't like CSGO, you can play it however you please, my friend. So enjoy yourself. It's kind of the shape in here to do. Oh yeah, we're too close. Too close for that. We need to do something like this, followed by this. Like that. And then do 2, followed by that, 3 and 4. Yeah, I figured the receiver would be short. Place that there, place that there, place that there, place that there. And that'll serve as the back of the grip. Just about like this little section comes down right about there. I think that's good. We're going to switch this around to being this. So then we can add a slight little bit of ridge in the back. Like so. Just like that. And then because of how this is set up, we could do an entirely sideways grip. I think would be fine. Or upside down. Whichever way this is. Like so. 1, 2, and then the next ones would be 3, 4. And then just so this portion can't go anywhere, I'll place this here, and then pray that a cheese slope fits in there. Please? Please? No? Okay. We'll just, we'll limit exactly how far it can go. Place this here, and place this here as well. And that should be fine. And then the safety will come back through, and we'll add that as needed. I believe that's where the safety on the M1014 is. You could also because of how this is set up right here. No, we won't do that. That's fine. Okay. So the general shape that we will be doing is a basic shape. There's really nothing to it. We're going to be using these pieces in the back to form the back portion of the grip. We'll be offsetting it by 1 stud. I think is fine. Just like that. Should be okay. Where's the 1x4? We'll place here and here, like that, just to define that a little bit more. And then grips. Ooh, that hurt. A toasted crumpet. So the ridges in particular are going to be slightly difficult. The good news is I don't have to worry about them on the back of this grip. So to do them is going to be interesting and unique in their own way. So the ridges, the way that I plan to do them is going to be fun. This is going to be a solid built grip. There's really not going to be too much going on here. Wait. I need to drop that. Put this right here. Put this right here. Like so. And the first one goes here. Like that. And that will just add a slight amount of ridge. So yeah, the back of this, I was gonna do, if I do the 2, so I'll grab this and place it here, here, grab another one of these, place one here, and then I think I can put one these here and be fine. Yes, should be fine. Place that there. Where's the 4s? We'll do full this. 1, 2, and 3. Right? Does that look good? I think that would be okay. It might be too long. How big is my palm? Do I have a measurement anywhere? We'll try this 16 by 16 plate. Okay, so 12 studs in total. Is about the size of my palm. And that's definitely fine for size. So yeah. As for how this was going to work, we can bump this up to there and there. Take this, make it that, make this that, actually make this say 3. And then please work. Where is the one that is old and no one ever uses? Come on. 5, right there. Right in there. Let's remove this. Okay, so you're hitting there and there. That's not fun. Can I delete you and then have you sit in there where I want you to? Is that possible? I'm dumb. It was right where I wanted it. No. So can I delete you and have you sit where I want you to? I can. Interesting. Yeah, obviously I don't want to do that. So if I take and delete out you and you, I'd be removing the groove that I already started right there. So not ideal in that sense. So you will accept what that is then. Ooh, and then it has to slant going down. Yeah. That method is probably not going to work. Yeah, we're gonna remove that. That method is not gonna work the way that I want it to. Let's flip you on around and start the front slope. Oh no, back up, back up, back up. Remove, oh my gosh, that. Flip this so that it is here. Flip this so that it goes there. Add 2, 1, and 2. Put that there. Is that good spot? No. What? Oh. We're going to use the other version of these to accomplish the same thing in a smaller space. Like that. That and that. Put one of those right there. Place that there, place that there. So like so. That is a good size for the grip. Place those going down like so. And now begin work on the bottom. That's not what I wanted it to be. We'll just make it that. And then flip this upside down. Place that there. That will be that. And do we'll do a 4. Did not mean to move that. Grab you, flip it to do that. And then we're going to use these flipped upside down, which will fit right in there, to make the little bit of flaring down here at the bottom with some G-slopes, like so. It's not looking as fat as I want it to look, so let's grab these and move it on back. Oh no, it's connected to everything. Not what I wanted. Yeah, it's connected right there. All right, that's better. Move that on back. And move all of this forward by 2 studs. One, maybe just 1 stud. I think 1 stud would do it. No, we'll do 2. We'll do 2. 1 there, 1 there. Grab that, slap that on there. And then I think that's better. All right, let's finish this off right there. And come through and finish off the inside of this as needed. What? I gotcha. Congratulations. I did. So there's going to be a lot of empty space inside of this that we're going to come in and close off using flashing on the sides. So as you've probably noticed, there's actually quite a bit of, there's only 2 studs here for good reason. We're going to be deleting or adding a stud on either side of this so that this does not look weird like it does now. And then hopefully this works. Put a 3 there. Can I fit like a double-sided one here? Yeah. Cool. Is that like that? And that's not gonna close off. That gap is gonna forever be there unless we do one of these. Switched over like that. Oh, that gap's there though. It'll be all right. Yeah. Yeah. boop, boop, just like that. That should be fine. We're gonna thicken this up in the front because this looks a little weak right there. No, that all of my stuff is in those, so. What? Did you get everything out of those pants?
I think.
There is a lot of stuff in those pants. Good question. I don't know. I don't remember. 4 that I use. I don't use back pockets. I don't use back pockets.
Back pockets are good.
Back pockets are stupid.
I love my back pocket.
Back pockets are
I
stupid.
put all my stuff in the back pocket.
Back pockets are stupid.
They're kind of stupid.
You heard what I said. Back pockets are stupid. Back pockets are stupid. Sure. Did I say you or did I say back pockets?
You said back pockets. I was like, I use back pockets.
Nope. Not useful.
Do you want to see how small my front pockets are?
Back pockets are useless.
Do you want to see how small my front pockets are?
You want to see how big my cargo pockets are?
I know how big yours are.
Touche then.
My pockets are small because they want me to carry a purse. Suck it.
Maybe you should get out of that gender role.
It's not my fault. I'm too small to even fit women's pants. Do you really think I'm my guy pants?
Yes.
Hmm.
I think if you went to an extra small and extra large shop, you would be fine.
You just want me to look like a boy. People stop looking at me. It's not my fault. I'm looking at you.
This is the type of stuff that I have to deal with on a regular basis.
I like my hips. Okay, I finally got them.
It's the type of stuff I deal with on a regular
After
basis.
all these years, I got hips. Let me show them off.
I don't know how I'm going to do these ridges. Like at all. The script still doesn't look fat enough either. It's probably because it's too long. No. You know, when in doubt, you turn to the other wonders of the internet. We can use this. What have all my friends done before?
Hey Google,
How do you say shut up in Italian? Get your bitch ass out of here with that. Alright, Charlie, what you got for grip? Basic stuff from what I see. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the same way my different username made his too. For the sake of checking, I'll check, but I'm pretty sure. I think he did his as fixed stocked as well. And that answer is yes. Yes, he did. All right. Who else do we have? Jim? Sorry, mate, I'm skipping over you. No one has any solutions. Crap. How are we going to do this? It still looks so thin. I really don't know why, but it does, and it's bothering me. So we're gonna thicken this up. Someone's getting pulled over. That better. I think we'll do one more. Here. What? What? I am building.
See how things are going.
That's illegal. Everywhere. Because it's not okay.
Right.
What?
Oh, I was looking at what time it was.
Why?
So I can remember what the call was.
Oh.
Jeez.
Nope. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're using
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope. Yeah.
wash has already been going on, so I can't just use it.
Rough bit.
And also it's weird because the pants are kind of big.
That's rough. That's rough.
If I ever get it out of me to wash the covers, I can wash it with these, but that's hoping it's gonna happen this week. I can try to be as good as my mother, but it just won't happen. Stop telling me what to do, I don't care. Oh my God, people tell me.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that'll be that. That's about as good as we're gonna get that to look. All right, now to do stock. Wrong one there. Wrong one on both of them. It's a cupcake?
Cupcake.
Oh, it's a pun.
You didn't notice
That's all I saw. I wasn't sure exactly what the heck was going on. Why? Oh. What? 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 Yeah? Okay, I should be working in a different color. You could. Are you? Are you?
I can.
Yeah? Alright. I think that is good enough for now. We will live stream some other time, some other day. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Whatever day I choose. We'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching and coming out. Remember to comment, right, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one if you guys want to see more. Be free to check out other YouTube or my YouTube channel, things like that, and so on and so forth. Blah 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 blah. You guys get the point. I'll see y'all later.